Okay, so talking about solutions, we are now going to talk about acids and bases. So first thing we're going to talk about is how to name certain acids. Now we've already talked about it a little bit in the beginning of the year when I taught you guys a couple of things, but now we are going to become a little bit more specific. So you get different types of acids. One is called a binary acid. The reason why it's called a binary acid is because there is a hydrogen bonded to another element. So two elements essentially bonded together. Normally they are created when a gas is dissolved in water, and therefore the name will always begin with a hydro and end with an ic acid. So for example, hydrochloric acid. So HCl gas bubbled through water, you get HCl. So AQ because the gas actually dissolved in the water, so you have those ions in the water. Other examples are hydrobromic acid as well as hydrosulfuric acid. So it's just something that you have to learn and you have to memorize. The other type of acid that you're going to get is called an oxyacid. Now that's when you have a kind of like a polyatomic that has bonded with hydrogen, so it will contain an oxygen. So you have an extensive list on how to name these. You get your per-ic acid, your hypoic acid, and your there's one more, and now it is leaving my mind. Anyways, but go over that list. The formula for an oxyacid is formed using the hydrogen and then the polyatomic ion. Okay, so here let's take a look at some of the oxyacids that could form from nitrates, chlorates, sulfates, carbonates, and phosphates. So NO3, you get nitric acid, and the formula is HNO3AQ. So chlorate, ClO3 minus, and you get chloric acid, HClO3. Sulfate, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, CO3 minus 2, H2CO3. So these are all your oxyacids. So easy to remember because it has an oxygen. It comes from a polyatomic ion. So where the derivatives, the ones that I was just talking about, there are rules, so please go over those rules. So here I'll just quickly revise these ones with sulfate, but they do apply to all the other polyatomic ions. So if you have one extra oxygen from your ATE, which is this ATE, so you're always going to look for your ATE polyatomic. Now it has added an extra oxygen atom, so you are going to get per sulfic acid. Now your regular polyatomic ion will just be an ic acid. Then you're going to have your oxygen atom, which is one less than the 8, so that will be OUS acid, and then it would be hypo-OUS acid. Alright, so things that you need to work on in acid nomenclature is worksheet number 6.